The problem with Judaism is that the voluntary wealth payment system is a joke. It's a cruel joke. And it's absurd to engage in this make-believe that asserts the symbolic value of time. Religions are created in order to perpetuate the fiction of the interchangeability of symbolic wealth and time. And this is a game. It's make-believe. Someone made it up. This is why communism and hatred of wealth is so nasty and vicious and ineffective. Wealthy individuals are those who have been seduced by the game of the voluntary payment system, or rather what I should say is the myth of the voluntary payment system and the myth of belief. In a previous video, I drew a correspondence between the voluntary belief system and the voluntary wealth payment system, or I could say the voluntary religious belief system and the voluntary payment system. Wealth and religion are two sides of the same coin, and Jews try in vain to create new religions fast enough to keep money flowing according to the principle of voluntary payments, or voluntary expense origination. I don't believe in voluntary payments. I don't believe in voluntary expense origination. The more money you have, the more pressure you feel to spend money. If you don't have money, you can't spend it. In fact, the problem with the voluntary payment system is the myth that it is possible to have money. In reality, it is possible to influence others to spend money. You can simply use your will to influence others to originate expenses. And this destroys the illusion of the voluntary payment system. The traditional way of shoring up and supporting the voluntary payment system is by originating new religions, which we think of as new products, and drawing the correspondence between investing time in belief in a religious, investing time in a religious belief, and investing money in payment for goods and services. So the measure of religious belief is the length of the time period during which you were under the influence of that religious belief. It's a hypnotic trance, and it's designed to separate the victim from thinking. and to create the illusion in the victim's mind that the victim is voluntarily originating expenses, when this is plainly not the case. It is difficult or impossible to cease expense origination because of the lack of free rent and free food, free education, free access to clean water, electric power, and so on. You have created a world where it is impossible to cease expense origination without some kind of superhuman ability. We lack myths and stories of individuals who acquired the power and strength to cease expense origination. We lack the drive to tell these stories to the people we love. We lack the vision to imagine how we can cease expense origination. And we allow expense origination to be connected to human trafficking, slavery, prostitution, and degradation. It's dishonorable, it's shameful, it's disgusting. New religions are created all the time in order to siphon lack of hypnosis under the voluntary payment system myth. New religions are intended to attack those who think and who understand religions to be the enemy of freedom from the voluntary wealth payment system.